News at 9.
Lubbock not often the focus of the big screen. A couple of Buddy Holly movies, the exceptions.
That's why it's remarkable that some 8th graders in the Friendship District are going Hollywood. Our Chase Thomason with a class project that's reaching far and wide.
Many teenagers never think their voice will be heard. Not true at Frenship Middle School in Wolford, just outside of Lubbock. After reading the book The Hunger Games, Lindsay Hart came up with a fascinating project for her students.
Told the kids to write Gary Ross, who's the director of the Hunger Games, and to format a letter where they share their opinions and give him advice on making the movie.
The Hunger Games is a young adult science fiction book that finds children forced to battle to their death in front of a TV audience.
It's one of the best books I've ever read.
Hart was inspired to assign this task because she heard that when many kids finish a book, then watch the movie, they come away unimpressed.
Do their best to let him know what needs to be in that movie when they sit down in the theater to watch it, so they won't be disappointed in it.
The 134 letters from Hart's students were sent off to Gary Ross before Christmas break. When school resumed, she was shocked to see an article about the director in Entertainment Weekly that mentions her students' letters as being inspiration for the upcoming film.
I didn't really think that they would make it into his hands.
They were very well written. They were very astute. You could tell how much they connected to the book, and they were just really terrific to read. It was fascinating and really kind of inspiring.
Gary Ross is a 4-time Oscar-nominated producer and writer. His films include Seabiscuit, Pleasantville, and Big. He finds it coincidental that the letters came from Lubbock teens.
I think it's kind of wonderful. I mean, this is sort of the birthplace of teen rebellion, right? I mean, Buddy Holly comes out of Lubbock, Texas, and Hunger Games is certainly a story of, well, the trilogy is certainly a story of rebellion.
Ross goes on to say that he agrees with the 8th graders that the film needs to be more character and relationship driven, and that the action not be the main source of attraction for the film. Lindsay Hart and her students are thrilled for the recognition and have their fingers crossed that Ross might show up at their class.
I really hope he does, so maybe he might come and meet us, and that would be really awesome if he did.
Well, I hope that he reads them and goes true to the book and everything and takes the advice and maybe come and meet us.
The greatest thing that could happen is what happened with the kids who did that with The Outsiders. It's that the director come to your school, and he even brought Patrick Swayze and Ralph Macchio to visit the kids.
Good news for them is that he just might do that.
As soon as I get a chance, I would love to come down there. These were such thoughtful, well-written, passionate letters, and I just think that this woman, Mrs. Hart, who's running this reading class, is doing such a fantastic job. I would love to come down there and meet the kids and see the class, because they're doing something really right in that school.
Ross mentioned to me that they are just in the beginning phase of finding all of the actors, and that he's not rushing the process. Chase Thomas and Fox 34 News at 9.